Morning again, everyone. So it's nice to see some familiar faces and some newcomers as well. So my name is Arvin. I'm in charge of marketing here in OneCart. And today our topic, as you can clearly see and signed up for, is turning dead stock into cash, how to spot and fix overstock before it sinks you. So joining us is, of course, Syaz, our head of customer success. And she spent years helping e-commerce sellers across Shopee, Lazada, TikTok Shop, and all that helping them to fix these issues that they may have, especially with overstock, as we are talking about today. So if you've ever dealt with problems where stock is sitting too long, or listings are missing across platforms, or you just want to free up cash flow, so this is the session that will definitely benefit you. So we'll jump in right away. So Shaz, I present it over to you.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Thank you again for taking the time to join me today for the another session of our webinar. And today we'll be speaking about turning dead stock into cash. Basically, so again, my name is Syaz. I'm the head of the customer success in OneCart. Also, I do manage accounts for most of our users as well. So, like I always say, I would like to make the webinar always as short as 30 minutes. Just follow me along. If you have any questions along the way, feel free to use the Q&A section below to ask your questions. And in point of time, if you have any question, just put it right in the Q&A section, and then we will address those questions at the end of probably the last 5 minutes of the webinar. Okay. So yeah, let's get started. So right, today we'll be talking about turning dead stock into cash. Again, there'll be a live demo on fixing overstock towards the end of the webinar as well. So in this webinar, what do I hope that all of you will learn or will discover is to how to identify your slow moving, or basically your this SKU that is stuck across platforms. As you know it, OneCart integrates on all a lot of your marketplaces as well as your .com. So we are able to oversee all your SKUs and how it's moving, and from there we are able to identify them. So again, we have all these key metrics in OneCart which is able to track and prevent this inventory pile up. And also tools and strategies to bundle, discount, or retire stock efficiently. So the agenda today will be, again, lots of introductions, then the problem with dead stock, what exactly dead stocks are, and then we'll learn how to identify them, and then what are the strategies to deal with all these dead stock or overstock. And then we'll move on to the live demo, and then we'll talk a bit about the key takeaways, and then we'll proceed on to the Q&As. So now, what's the problem with dead stock? As we all know it, right? Dead stock is basically this slow-moving inventory that is no longer generating sales. They are just probably piling up at the corner of your inventory. I mean, we do have most of our accounts who are selling perishables as well. So those products are usually more attention is given to them because expiry dates and all that. But more often than not, the non-perishable items it tend to be overlooked. So it's always best for us to understand and know where your day stocks are. So again, they are just basically products sitting on your shelf. And then of course, if it's sitting on your in your shelf, it's taking space and you're paying for that space, and it's affecting your storage space and your cash flow. So what is the impact of this dead stock? Basically cash tied up, right? All your capital locked in all this unsold inventory. Excuse me. And then again, like I mentioned, space wasted, because when you have storage and then all that costs money. And of course, if you don't sell it, it's just sitting there. And of course, there's missed opportunities, right? Because if you focus on products that are moving fast, then the stocks will the stocks will no longer be stuck there, right? So now how are we going to identify, or why should we identify all these slow and stuck SKUs? So what do we need to look for? We need to look for the sales performance. So basically products with low turnover over the past 30, 60 days. So that should be your data. 30 and 60 days of these items which have been sitting in your inventory, you should take action on it, right? So you can also take a look by checking on inventory levels. So items with high stock levels but low sales. Matrix like this, so basically data like this, we are able to retrieve them in OneCart. There is no need for you to go in every of your seller centers and then consolidate everything and then come out with the analysis of that data. So again, platform performance as well. You need to look for that platform performance. So generally, those who are not using OneCart will have to go to every single platform to take a look at the sales performance or the platform performance. So you will track SKUs across platform like all your other marketplaces, right? So what are the tools to help? You have to leverage on these data insights. Again, OneCart has that from your e-commerce platforms. Already, your marketplaces has it already, but OneCart is able to consolidate everything for you and you're able to see the movement right with one glance. And then you can use OneCart's real-time reporting and analytic features to track your stocks performance across all channels. Again, because we are already integrated through all of your platforms, it's easy for you to understand your SKU across all platforms. So the matrix to track to prevent your overstock is, excuse me, to check your sales velocity to see how quickly your items are selling. So it's always important not only for you to identify the slow moving stocks, it's also important for you to identify the fast moving stocks. As we move along, I will explain to you why it is important. So again, another one is the sell-through rate, the percentage of stock sold in a given period. So this is important for you to know how fast these items are moving for you. So the third point will be inventory turnover ratio. So this one is how often your stock is replenished in a year. So in OneCart, we have this. So there's a few ways for you to upload your inventory, right? So in marketplaces, usually you have to do a bulk upload. In OneCart, we have this thing called inbound stock. So this is how it's easily for you with just one one template, one format for you to just update or restock your items without having to care what is your current quantity on hand. We are able to do that quickly for you as well. So later, as I show you during the live demo, I'll introduce to you the features that OneCart has. So again, the whole goal right now is just basically to keep your inventory on optimal level to avoid stockpiling of products that are not moving fast. So just now what I was talking about was these are all the issues that you are having. So now what are we going to do about it, and what can you do with all this slow moving, fast moving? Now you have all this data in your hands. So what's next, right? So these are the actionable strategies for your date stock. First is for you to do bundles. So OneCart has this bundle function, which I understand right now. Shopee and Lazada has already have it. They have this minimum purchase called MPQ, I think. So you do have this MPQ in your marketplaces where you are able to bundle your items. But in OneCart, if you were to create your bundles in OneCart, you are able to share these bundles across a platform. So for example, this is being offered in Shopee and Lazada, but it is not offered in Redmart, NTUC, your Shopify, your WooCommerce, your Amazon, your TikTok. So you are able to share these bundles across all platform, right? So again, another one is for you to clearly to discount them, for you to have sales on this slow moving item. So you have to apply strategic discounts to move inventory quickly. I know a lot of our users are already practicing this strategy, and they create like time limited offers to encourage quick decision. This is basically all your flash sales that you have and the one that you see. Well, I'm the consumer, so I always see all these flash sales, and I usually only wait for flash sale to purchase a product. So it's always best to create all these time limited offers, because people like me will quickly, oh no, time is running, I'm gonna purchase it now. So the third one is retire. Retire basically tells you to just stop selling it. So either you delist it, you don't restock it anymore, you stop selling it. So basically just liquidate or retire the stock that's no longer aligned with your business or market trends. So another way, I mean, this is a very unpopular opinion, but more often than not, we always tell you to consider donating all this or recycling this product that won't sell. Because rather than you have it in your inventory sitting there, hoping that you probably sell, maybe you'll probably wait for the next 11/11, waiting for the 11/11, and then you just let it sit there for months. It is costing you money. So right now, let's just jump in. I will show you in OneCart. Excuse me. So right now, we'll jump into the demo to see OneCart in action. So in the next few minutes, what I will show you is most importantly is how to identify all these slow moving SKUs, how to apply discounts. We know that and then I will let you know, and I will share with you the difference between, let's say some people will ask me, Shaz, but I do have this bunch of SKUs which is frequently on flash deal or flash sale. How does that affect the inventory in OneCart? Or for an example, like they will say, okay, now I have a list of SKUs that I want to send it for discount. Do I do it? Can I do it in OneCart without having to go to the marketplaces and submitting the discounts? I'll show you later. And then another one is bundle items. So this is the one that I always say, it's always good for you to bundle your fast moving SKUs and your slow moving SKUs. So for example, if you see this one is fast, this SKU A is fast, and then the SKU B is slow. It's always best to bundle them together, so you are clearing, at the end of the day, the objective is to clear this slow moving stock, so you are able to replenish with new items, so it's not costing you any money just having dead stock in your inventory. So again, all these are to just manage overstock, right? We are using OneCart tools, and you will walk away with actionable insights to apply immediately. All right, let me just swap to my, let me swap to my browser. Okay, so what you're looking at right now is, let's go back to the home page. Okay, what you're looking at right now is, if you log into OneCart, this is exactly what you're gonna see. You're gonna see these 6 place cards that is in your dashboard. So again, I'll always take this opportunity just to nag a bit. Okay, so these 6 place cards basically tells you what needs your immediate attention. So the first row tells you mostly about your orders, but what we are paying attention to today, it will be the one on the second row. It basically talk to you more about your inventory, so your SKUs, your listings, and your stocks that has no sales for the past 30 days. So remember that I was saying you have to always let the data be 30 to 60 days. So you are able to track that in OneCart. So again, to also remind you guys, whenever I do this, so let me know. The account that I'm showing right now is a dummy account. So we do not have live sales, and we do not have any live data, and it's not accurate, right? So what I would encourage is, as I am going through this webinar, why not open your dashboard, log into OneCart, open your dashboard, and just have just as I go along, if I'm clicking on the stock without sale, just click on it, and you can have a look of your own live account, like what is going on with your account at the moment. Okay, so just looking at these three, I will definitely right now want to bring your attention to the stock without sale. So that's what we are concerned about, the stocks that are moving slow, the slow moving stocks, right? So you can just click on it. You can click on view. So when you click on view, you're able to see all these SKUs that are not selling. So the report shows you the recent 3 months and a potential shortfall in the future 3 months, considering the pattern that has been going for the last 3 months. Okay, you're able to quickly search for your SKUs, and you're able to also use the columns that is provided here on the page. Okay, so again, try clicking it on your end, and you see what you can see, because again, if you see OneCart, it's all zero zero zero. And the monthly average sales is zero. Month to stock out is just nonsense number. Okay, so if you take a look here, just having this simple stock planner, it's called a simple stock planner. So it just tells you those your recent 3 months of your sales for your each SKU. So you can see here, for the past 3 months, what are the SKUs that are being sold and not being sold, and what is the months to stock out. So also you can use these simple stock planner for you to also identify those SKUs that you need to do a restock. Again, we also have this low stock where you're able to see what are the items that you need to replenish. So to ensure that you do not miss any opportunities. Should, for an example, this SKU has been moving very fast, but if you were to restock now, the sales could continue for the next 3 months, and because you're seeing a good pattern, right? So all this data could be retrieved in OneCart. So again, when you look at the simple stock planner, it could be downloaded in a CSV for easy view. Or if not, you can just use it in OneCart here for you to just view it. So use this data for you to identify your slow moving SKUs. So if you see, like, for the past 3 months, let's say it's all zero, it's not been selling, and then you see that the quantity on hand is too many, and you want to start moving again, I would always advise for you to probably divide this stock. So for example, if you're left with maybe 50, right? So maybe you want to start moving that 25 first and start using the strategies that I was telling you, the bundles, discount, or obviously we won't retire the SKU yet, because we still have products in our inventory. So what we want to do is to bundle them up. Okay, so now, right now you have already identified the SKUs just using my simple stock planner. Again, remember the three action that we want to do once we have identified them. But before we move on to that, I want to show you the sales and performance of your inventory or your SKUs or your products in your marketplaces. So if you go back to the homepage here, your dashboard, you are able to see under reports, you can see business analytics. You can see an overview. So I'm just going to click this, open to another tab for you to take a look. Okay, so if you take a look at your business health report, for you to adjust the time or the date range, you can click on the right-hand side at the top right corner. You are able to adjust the date to whichever you desire. So for example, you just want to have an understanding on what happened just in the month of April. So you can turn this to April 1st to April 30th, and then you're able to see your recent gross sales. Again, this gross sales is across all platforms. It's not just a specific platform. And if you're asking me, like, Shaz, I just want to see Shopee, how Shopee is doing, or I just want to see Lazada or Shopify. I'm afraid right now, we do not have that function yet, because right now it's all consolidated. It's your sales across platform, it's your orders across platform that OneCart is tracking for you. Also here, you're able to see the gross margin and the cancellation rate. Again, if you do not, like, most of the users will ask me, okay, Shaz, I want to understand, how did you guys derive that numbers? So on the if you see this question mark at the corner, this small little symbol here, it tells you how OneCart calculate them. So you can see here, for example, the gross sales is basically amount for the date range specified, and then cancel orders are included. So again, April 1st to April 30th, all the sales are, the gross sales is included with, as well as the cancellation orders as well. So gross margin also, if you want to see, you're able to upload your variant costs to see this. So what do they mean by upload your variant cost is, for example, let's say you want to explore more. Over here, you are able to see the profit trend over time. And then you are able to see what the list of orders included in the margin calculation. Because again, like I said, everything is calculated, right? So again, like we were talking about this one. What is this variant cost? So how do OneCart calculate this? Do they retrieve the pricing, or did they retrieve this data from which platform? Or you ask, but Shaz, different platform, I have different data. So which one did OneCart, what card is exporting from which platform? So again, this variant cost is not retrieved from any platform. It has to be uploaded in OneCart. So if you take a look in our ad inventory, when you first upload your SKUs, so more often than not, when we do a account setup, it's always the bare minimum. So we will just upload the let me see. Most of you have already, like it, and most of you have a very strong inventory setup in OneCart already. But if you remember, when you first created your inventory in OneCart, when you first did your bulk upload, I believe I believe you remember this. It was just bare minimum. You just have your product code, your product name, your variant SKU, and then your option, your value, and then you only have your quantity on hand. Um, very, very rarely we have our users who fill up the template 100%. So it's only during it's only when you upload this 100% then you are able to see more data where OneCart is able to compute for you. So what they mean by the variant cost is here, right? Most importantly, we want to see is the retail price and unit cost price. So usually we advise we always advise our users when we first set up, you do not have to worry about the retail price because we understand that different platform, you guys are selling it at a different price. So retail price is fine. If it's blank, the retail price or the price that the customer bought and all that will be retrieved afterwards when the orders are come in, because we only calculate what the buyer pay, right? So what we want to know is this unit cost price. Do fill up this unit cost price because the unit cost price is the data that OneCart will use to calculate against the buyer paid price. Okay, so for an example, right now, I'm sure like maybe like 80% of the OneCart users do not have this unit cost price. So if you want the report to be as accurate, do have this uploaded in your platforms. Sorry, in your OneCart inventory. Basically, OneCart inventory meaning to say whenever you go into your SKUs here. I am sorry. Basically, when you see the SKUs here, you are able to see the cost price. You're able to see the cost price here. Okay, so basically it's just when I say inventory, I'm just saying it's just chucked here lah, together with the other information of your inventory. So again, usually when people when we want to quickly upload your SKUs in OneCart, we only have product code, product name, various SKU quantity, and retail price. What we want to see is the unit cost, and you see the total value will later be computed by OneCart. So this total value will not be uploaded by you. It will be calculated by OneCart. But going back to what I was saying is that what we want to see is to have this unit cost price be uploaded first, and then you will see the data to be accurate. Okay. So going back to the going back to the business analytics overview. So you will see that all these are calculated if you have all your data filled up in OneCart, and then OneCart will do this, and then you will know that, okay, this is pretty accurate. So again, if you are in your shop right now, as you're in your OneCart account right now, you're able to see the sales across all your platforms. Everything will be across your platform. So for an example, even if for an example, you have 3 brands across Shopee, it will all be here. Okay, and you're able to also see the sales trend over time and the sales trend by platform over time. So you will see like, okay, I'm doing well in Lazada, my Shopify is not really doing well, so maybe you will want to have more of your your bundles, bundle more items in Shopify perhaps, and then you will see whether it's working for you in your audience there. Yeah, okay. So for example, going back to going back to the unit cost, if let's say you want to upload it, remember to just go into get inventory, bulk upload, you download the template. When you're ready, choose file, and then you upload it, and then it will take a few days for OneCart to able to do the calculation for you in the background. So right now, under the sales drill down, you're also able to see the gross order value, cancellation value, and net sales. So again, all this has to be, this is very accurate if you have all your data properly input in OneCart. You're also able to see, it'll be nicer if you all your, it'll be a nicer graph if you have all your shops connected in OneCart, and then you will see a more satisfying results. Okay. Again, you're able to see the list of orders, the date range. So basically all your orders across platform from May 1st to May 31st is all here. Okay, it's all compute in one page for your easy view. So we have this thing called overstock analysis. This is new. A lot of our users are not using it yet. But I will urge all of you to try using this, because this report will show you what are the months of stock out. So you are able to understand like which items are moving fast and which items are not. So with this, then you are able to identify the SKUs. Okay, so right now, oh wow, 10:26 already. Okay, never mind. So if you see here right now, after you've already identified all these SKUs, right? So now what is the next thing that you want to do? Like I was saying, you can bundle them. So when I say bundle, OneCart has this function called bundle. It's called add bundle SKU. So add bundle SKU is this SKU that you can create in OneCart for you to share across all your platform. So for example, you know your item, this item is slow, and then maybe this item is fast. So you want to bundle them up together. And then you will call this bundle maybe a bundle 01. So ideally, that's what you want to do. We want to pair them up together, the fast one and the slow moving one. Bundle them up together, and you will use this SKU, this SKU, and you share this across platform. So as I mentioned earlier, Shopee and Lazada, right now you're allowed to bundle your items easily over there, but they do not you're not able to share this bundle SKU across platform. So maybe the next question would be, okay, Shah, so I just want to have, let's say you just want to have that bundle in Shopee. More than welcome to just use the Shopee SKU. Inventory wise, it will not affect OneCart. OneCart will be able to deduct accordingly, following Shopee's data. However, if for an example, you tell me I want TikTok to have the bundles now. So for example, you have this bundle already created in Shopee using Shopee's algorithm, right? That's fine. However, you want to create the same bundle in TikTok, in Shopify. So basically other marketplaces and .com that do not offer these bundles, you can use these bundles to be shared across the platform. So meaning to say, whenever OneCart sees order bundle 01, OneCart understands that this SKU consists of these two variant SKU. So OneCart will deduct this accordingly. So your inventory is all properly tracked, properly deducted. There's no concern of a discrepancy in the sense of creating bundles. Okay, so creating bundles is important as well. I always encourage users to create a bundles here, because it's a no-brainer. You don't have to calculate them. OneCart will do everything for you. You just have to know, identify your slow and your fast moving SKUs and bundle them up. So the next one would be, like I mentioned, just talking about restocking, right? So we have this thing called inbound stock. So for example, already we have the data, and then you know what is the month to stock out. So you see that maybe next month you see that, oh, it's one more month to stock out, and you decide to replenish that product. You can just simply use this thing called inbound stock. So inbound stock, you only require two you only require two columns, right? So you only require variant SKU and quantity on hand. You only need this. And again, the quantity on hand do not need to be the quantity on hand, meaning to say currently in OneCart, or currently you have maybe 10, right? But right now you want to replenish another 15. So you do not have to upload and say 25. You do, because you do not have to care what's your quantity on hand at the moment. You just have to think about the stocks that's coming in. So for example, you just put 15. So I want to replenish, I want to add on another 15. So use the inbound stock to make it easier for you without the hassle of having to calculate what is your current stock on hand. So this is just quickly telling you how to upload, how to restock your item prior to, the months to stock out. So the next one I was saying, first was bundles, right? Second is discounts. So discounts, I would always recommend, users to use all these Shopee Flash Sale, Lazada. They always have these campaigns going on. Use them, actively participate in all these campaigns in your marketplaces, to with the data that you have already retrieved in OneCart, right? The slow moving one and the fast moving one. Use that and then participate in all these campaigns so that your SKUs will move even faster. However, if you wish to upload your bulk discounts in OneCart, we are able to do that as well. So if you take a look here and under sorry, 1 second. Okay, later we'll talk about Shopee promotions as well. Just oh god. Okay. So like I was mentioning, the discounts that you have, you can use it in SKU level. So for example, if I were to go to SKU level, you're able to see here under the price updates. So you have this thing called special price, and this would be your retail price. Okay. So let's say your retail price right now. If I were to key in this one, it will affect only the retail price. So sometimes in your platform you have the slash and then you have a new number, right? The new number would be here in the under your special pricing. So like I say, you can use it. You can use your campaigns to participate and then have all this discount. However, you can also use OneCart. Let's say you want to set your own campaign in OneCart. We have this special price, which is a start date and end date, and then with a special price. Same logic, but you are managing it in OneCart instead. Just for you to know, those who have RedMart, who's connected to RedMart, we are not able, due to API limitations lah, we are not able to submit any price changes or even even this discount that I'm talking about for your RedMart listings. So for example, right now, discount wise, we know that what we're going to do is manage it individually, like I was mentioning, manage it individually by SKUs in OneCart. We also have this thing called bulk update discount. So bulk update discount is, let's say you have a list of SKUs that you know what the discount would be, and then you can just use it this new bulk discount. So again, this one is only applicable for Shopee and Lazada. So instead of going to SKUs one by one, like I showed you earlier, what you can do is you can use a bulk discount. So this could be probably maybe you say two two sales, which is today, and then you must always remember it can only start an hour from now, and then it can end maximum 180 days. You can set your bulk discount in OneCart. Just now what I showed was by SKUs, and but right now you're doing it in bulk. So you can choose a shop, again only applicable for Lazada and Shopee. You have to upload upload the file with your correct discounted price. So another one would be Shopee promotion. Okay, so Shopee promotion will be they will say, Shaz, I actually have Shopee promotions going on right now. And then unfortunately, right now with the API that is available, only Shopee allows us to use it to track the inventory for Shopee promotions, but not for the other platforms. But let me tell you the logic of these Shopee promotions, yeah. So Shopee promotion is it only applies for those who actually has you manually, so you are the one, not your account manager, you are the one who are submitting the SKUs and which SKUs will be participating in these promotions. So only this one card will be able to monitor and track. So what it does basically is one card will deduct the quantity. So for example, you say 10 of this item A will be going into the Shopee promotion. What one card will do is one card will remove these 10 for that period of time. And then when the promotion ends, one card will put back the quantity. So this part you don't have to worry. One card is doing everything for you. Again, only applicable for promotions that is being submitted individually. Like you submitted it and not your account manager. So these will all appear here. You will get to see them. So for example, you say, Shaz, I actually have a ongoing promotion right now, but I don't see it here. because this option, I think some of you are already with us for some time already, right? Yeah. If you realize last time, right? If you remember, last time we were not able to have the option whether you want to switch it on or switch it off. It was automated. The moment you submit your Shopee promotion, it will appear automatically in OneCart. However, we have by popular demand, a lot of people were saying, can we switch it off or not? Can we switch it off? I don't want OneCart to manage this. I think I can manage this on my own, because the promotions that I submit my SKUs are usually very little, probably just 5, sometimes only 2. So I don't want OneCart to manage this. I will just manage this on your own. Because if you are doing that, if you go under settings, my platform, manage connections, go under Shopee settings, your shop settings for Shopee, you will see that you are able to adjust. Do you allow OneCart to adjust stock during Shopee flash deal? So you can say yes or no. So this one, if for an example you say no or you say yes, there will be a indicator there saying that okay, you someone so and so set to yes, or so and so set to no. So this one has a bit of audit trail. So no one can say I don't know who turned it off. Even if I were to do so, you will see it there. Okay. So the next one is I'm talking about retiring. Retiring, basically, I want to say, Shaz, this a lot of our users lately are doing a lot of account reset, and then they say, I have like 50 SKUs that is no longer in OneCart, or no longer selling, but it's in OneCart. What can I do? So the logic is this: as long as it is switched off in your platforms, as long as it's no longer live in your platform, it does not affect OneCart. It won't affect you. There's no impact on you lah. It's just that in OneCart, you are still able to see the SKUs. You're able to still see your SKUs here. However, whenever if could you do a bulk update, or in quantity update, and then you happen to update the SKU that is no longer there, OneCart will just return with an error. That's all. But it does not affect your inventory across our platform. It just tells you that it's not working for you in OneCart. But if, for an example, you're telling me I want to retire it in Shopify, Lazada, and Amazon, but I want it to be live in TikTok. So what you can do is to delete the listing, because again, if you remember how OneCart connects to your SKU is by the listing. So the moment the listing is broken, the moment you delete the listing from OneCart, OneCart is not able to push the quantity anymore for you. So if I were to tell you, if you were to tell me I don't want Shopify, Shopee anymore, I just want TikTok and Lazada, all this, I don't want to sell it anymore. So the moment, even if you, let's say you put 0 in your platform, and then one card is still connected to it, one card will still push to your platform and say there's a certain quantity. So what I would recommend is for you to delete the link. So basically to delete the listing. So 2 options: first, to delete link, or the safest is to go to the listing itself. For example, this is a Q10 listing. I do not want it anymore. You can just delete this. So meaning there's no connection anymore in your in OneCart. Okay. Alternatively, it's just to turn off the auto update. So if you turn off auto update, basically OneCart will not be pushing any quantity. But if let's say you are managing it isolated, you're managing it just in the platform itself. So you say, I want to manage Shopify on its own. I want to manage this for this SKU. I want to manage it on my own. I don't want OneCart to do anything. Just turn it off. If you turn it off, no quantity updates will be done in OneCart, but OneCart will still track. Should there be any order that comes in, any deduction that comes in, OneCart will just be tracking, but will not be pushing out anything. Okay. Yeah. Let me know if any questions. Okay. So let me share this again. Again, I know right now the demo is a very quick way for me to just show you what features we have and how to do it. Feel free to reach out to me. And then you'll tell me that, Shaz, this is the function that you showed me, and I'm interested to know about more about it, and I can understand your account more better, and then I will help you accordingly. Okay. So right now, the key takeaways is, again, I hope today you have already learned how to identify your slow moving stock. Use the data and the metric to spot your underperforming products, because that's the most important. The moment you have identified the SKUs, then you know what you can do about it, and what you can do. You can choose whether you're going to do it in OneCart or whether you're going to do it in platforms. But of course, we would recommend you to use OneCart, right? You paid for OneCart, let OneCart do the work for you. So again, act fast. The moment you know what is your still moving stock and the months to stock up, or how long it has not been moving, use the bundling tool, the discounts, or the retirement strategies like I showed you earlier. And then do leverage on OneCart. Optimize your inventory management across all channels and with OneCart's comprehensive tools. Right now, I will open to the floor. I'm so sorry, guys. I dragged it about like 10 minutes. If you have any questions on this webinar, do put it in the Q&A. Thanks.
Right, thanks, Shaz. Yeah, feel free to drop your questions in the comments or in the Q&A section, and we can address any questions that you have. Let's just give it a couple seconds. I think there is one here, Shaz. Someone's asking, we keep thinking we are out of stock on Lazada, but later we find the product in our warehouse. Can OneCart help fix this?
Okay, so the question would be, if you keep thinking that what you're saying Lazada is out of stock, is it? But actually they found it in the inventory.
Yeah, that's right.
So in that case, again, very simply, you can just use your inventory update. So again, it could be individually, it could be just individually, or you have like a list of it. Use the bulk upload function to upload it. Basically just upload with the new quantity. So again, it could be two issues. Right now, you think Lazada is out of stock because maybe OneCart is not managing your Lazada listing. So you did not match it. So what you want to do is to match the listing to OneCart. You have to make sure when you go to the SKU here, right? You see the price update. You have to see your Lazada connected here. So if maybe you think it's out of stock, maybe because OneCart is not managing it, then you will say, oh yeah, maybe because it's not here. So that's why it has always been out of stock, because it's isolated, it's just on its own. But actually I have I'm selling it in other 4 platforms. So what we want to do is to add Lazada to this page. And then you can do so by just matching your SKUs to OneCart under your view imports. Okay, and then for example, you have already updated. Once it's there, you use the quantity here to update your quantity. So for example, it's already connected, then maybe the quantity now is actually 500. So just click on 500, and then you will see that OneCart is updating on all other platforms. And if you go to just ensure whether it is being pushed through, go under your tracking history, and you will see that Syaz changed quantity to 500. So that happened, but now we do not know whether it was being pushed across platform. And then you will see that right now it's being pushed across platform. So this is something that you want to take a look, right? So for example, like I mentioned just now, if you want to retire your SKUs and then you turn it off, you will only see this. You only see that I change quantity, but OneCart will not be able to do all this because you have turned off your auto update. And then it's not working anymore. As in it's not updating anymore. So I have one question in the Q&A. How OneCart connect to our ERP system? Is that what you're saying? And what configuration required for Lazada, Shopee, NTUC, and Redmart? For your ERP system, let me understand this. For ERP system, you are using API, right? Usually, okay, so usually what our other accounts who are using ERP or WMS and they have their own another software, what we do is OneCart has their own API. So if you go under my account API keys, OneCart has our own API here. So we will work hand in hand with your ERP system guys or your WMS system guys, and then the tech team will be able to advise on what are the necessary information that you need to pull from OneCart, and then we were able to send you the API OneCart's API endpoints as well, and how what they require from OneCart lah basically. But yeah, if you are using ERP system, WMS system, don't worry, OneCart is working very well with it. So we have like maybe just to name a few, we have Seager using a ERP system as well. We have Bonia, we have a lot of other as well. So basically what will happen is if you go to under tracking history, so what you see is OneCart is pushing the inventory, right? So right now we're just talking about managing inventory. So when you manage inventory, if you have all these other systems that is also, we also have an LMS, I think. Is it LMS? L, mm, LSC, yeah, we have an Bonia is using LSC if I'm not mistaken. So they have all these other system that, but at the end of the day, the logic is just one. You have to use OneCart's API. OneCart has an API for them to use it. So here you are able to see that you're using API. They are changing quantity. They will push it to OneCart, and then OneCart will push it to the rest of the platform. So it is very workable. So Chloe, if you have if you want to learn more, we can speak after the webinar, or you can reach out to my colleague Matt. He'll be able to help you better on how what kind of requirements is needed. But rest assured, we have a lot of our accounts using all these third party or extra systems with OneCart. Thank you for your question.
I think any other questions anyone has can type it in as well. Let me just give it a few seconds. Okay, I think that's all, Shaz. That's all the questions that we have. So, yep, that's the end of it. So, thank you so much, Shaz, and also everyone for attending. We really hope that you were able to take something of value today. Even if you're not using OneCard, still the idea of a unified system really helps to improvise the e-commerce operations that surely you're running. So as we always say, if you have any questions, look forward. I mean, you can always look to Shaz, myself, or our colleague Matt that you may know, and then get more information, more help. And if you're interested to try out OneCart, yeah, as you see in the screen, feel free to reach out to us, and you can have a free trial, play around, see, and really understand if it works for your business or not. So yeah, that's all for today. Thanks, guys, again. And we look forward to seeing you at the next one.
Okay, everyone. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Ready to take your e-commerce business to the next level? With OneCart, you get effortless inventory syncing, streamlined listing management, and seamless multi-platform integration. Don't just take our word for it. Hear from our happy customers. Experience the OneCart difference and start your free trial today. Simplify your workflow, grow your business. OneCart, your all-in-one e-commerce solution.